Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to FishOfHex. My name is Travis. Well, today is part 3 in the 300-gallon overhaul, and I figured I would make an episode designated to the WWC that is no longer in the system. And the reason why I'm doing that is I'm going to show you what corals I put in its place, what I plan on doing with that rock structure, and then just kind of show you guys the whole process towards the end of the video, just like the previous one. So, as you can see, the WWC is gone. Massive colony is now reduced down to a little orange passion nub. And some guys were asking, why don't I just put little mini colonies in this place? Not really interested in that. I'd rather just start with frags and see what they turn into over time. I also went ahead and replaced that green Monty cap that was here with a piece of the silver bullet. And yeah, so that's what I have in here so far. And as I mentioned, I did put a little piece or mini colony, I guess you can say that, of the WWC down lower. So we originally were up here. It was getting a ton of light up here, and then I moved it way down, pretty much to the lowest point besides touching the lobo and some zoas. And we're going to see how the coloration is, because over here in my grow-out system, I don't know if you can see it, but yeah, you're not going to be able to see it with the water, but right back there is just another colony of it, and you can see there's plenty of yellow tips. There's even some on this little colony right here, yellow tips. And that's what I want. I want it to look the way it should. And it's just not happening in this tank with that kind of light. So that was one of the reasons why I took it out. The other was because I couldn't grow anything else down here, getting shaded out. This poor guy, this is the first time it's really seen any light in, I don't know, maybe a year. Well, maybe not. I mean, the WWC didn't really take off until a little while ago. But yeah, this guy's been shaded forever, so he's just adjusting to getting pounded with light now. But yeah, so it looks pretty empty. The tank is pretty sad. It sucks, man. It's been one of those weeks, I suppose. But yeah, so I do have plans for some really nice acros that will be going over this rock structure, but I'm not adding any coral to this tank or any more coral to this tank until we get rid of these two colonies, the purple stylo and the hydrophora. Once we clean up that rock, scrape it off, get rid of all the coral, that's when I'll start putting the acro colonies in that I plan on replacing and growing out. And on top of that, I also went ahead and removed the big old stylophora that was growing here. I just decided I'm just going to nix those types of corals, get them out of the main display, and it happened. So there's a little bit of it left at the bottom, but yeah, in the back there. But yeah, I decided just to get rid of it. It was starting to grow into the acro back there, and I just figured, hey, I might as well get rid of the problem now before it becomes even a bigger one. So yeah, on top of that, this green and purple staghorn, I ripped off a whole bunch of this. Not by choice, it was pretty much growing together, and you can see that there's still some remnants of the WWC on here. They were growing in with each other, or fused with each other, so of course removing the WWC took off a whole bunch of this coral, but that's okay. It kind of leaves a lot of room for light to get through. I do plan on rotating this rock structure a little bit because I'm getting some crazy shading over here, and it's not working out. You can see how close these are. It's not going to work out very long, so I have to rotate the rock structure, which is good to remove the mangy tort away from the glass, because you know, cleaning the glass is an issue. I don't know if you can really even see it, and I mean, I'm always knocking off chunks of it, so it's going to be good to rotate the rock structure a little bit. I'm going to try to figure out what I'm going to do with this guy. Maybe relocate him somewhere else just to get a little bit more light, or he might just sit underneath this little ledge and should be okay. So we'll see how it turns out, but I'll make that decision once I'm able to remove these two colonies. So I guess I'll give you guys a little insight. I'm going to do a separate video on this a little bit later on, but keeping the tank stable has been a little bit of an issue. Not so much with me losing colonies or anything really dying off, just the overall stability with the alkalinity and the nutrients. Let's see, Monday, we'll just start with nutrients. Monday we had so much coral going out that I ended up taking out about 20 gallons out of my barrel here. I just filled it back up yesterday. But yeah, this is the replacement water, which comes in, goes through here, then goes back into the system. So we shipped so much coral on Monday that I had to do basically a 20-gallon water change, which wasn't good because nutrients are already pretty low. And so that didn't help with the stress. On top of that, we have, I don't know how many colonies or how many frags, sorry, of WWC. This is all WWC. I'm trying to give you guys an angle. This is all WWC, and I have pieces of it here. There is so much of that coral. And I also put it on different, I mean, we've got one colony back there, one colony there, we got a colony behind here that you can't even see. There's so much of that coral, and there's a ton of that red Monty as well, that the healing, the drop in alkalinity that happened in this tank over a few days was insane. I basically went from I would bring you over to the apex, but it's not, you're not going to be able to see it because the filter's on. But I ended up going from like 3 gallons per hour to 5 gallons per hour just to keep up with the alkalinity, and it's still plummeting. So it's going to be a little bit of a struggle, only for the first couple weeks. After the initial healing is done, the tank will go back to normal. I'll have to dial the calcium reactor back down and go from there. So I'm just waiting for the initial spike to get through. Once the tank stabilizes, we'll come in here, rip both of these out. I do have some room over here to put those frags in. I don't really know if I'll be able to fit them all, but we'll see what we can do. And then once, yeah, like I said, once it's stable, we'll remove those 2 colonies, clean off the rock, and then we'll get in here and start putting in the acropore that I plan on replacing it with, and then basically start over and wait for the tank to get happy. And speaking of that, I did remove most of the cut to order stuff from the website. I didn't remove it, I just took it out of stock for now because I can't afford to keep cutting more coral from the tank at the moment, just for stability wise. I mean, there's plenty of coral to cut, as you can see. I just don't want to make the tank any more unstable, or that's the word I'm looking for. Just make it a little bit more pissed off by cutting, you know, 30 or 40 extra cut to order frags. It's not something I want to do right now. So that stuff will be back in stock probably, I would say, in the next month or two, just giving the whole system a time to chill out. And man, does it look weird. Not happy. I just got done bubble scrubbing. You can see there's still some foam up here. Literally just got done, so it's a little cloudy, but it needed it. It definitely needed it. Yeah, so I think that's pretty much it. I guess I will move you guys over to the whole time-lapse, fast-forwarding process of cutting up the tank. And yeah, so all right, well, I'm back. I ended up killing my battery mid-conversation, so I was just kind of doing an outro there. Anyway, I will give you guys an update when things kind of move forward. This is going to be a slow process. I have to really take my time with this. I'm going to try to fit in some other content, but my main goal right now is just to keep the system stable and do it efficiently and make sure I don't kill off anything that's not meaning to get killed off or removed. So, yeah, the tank is it's a changing. It's okay, but it's just, you know, hopefully in time things will get better. But anyway, that's about it for me. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. I'll give you guys an update here soon, and I'll see you later. All right, peace.